Dear children, welcome to my second session of chapter 8. In this session, you will be learning about string operations in Python. The string operations are concatenation, appending, repeating, slicing, stride when slicing. So first we will see about concatenation. The meaning of the word concatenation is joining. Here it is about joining of strings. The operator is addition. Look at this example. Here I have taken two string objects S1 and S2. The value of S1 is the string blank and the value of S2 is board. In the print statement, I have used the concatenation operator S1 plus S2. So, the two strings S1 and S2 are joined together and you will get the output as blackboard. The concatenation operation is used to join two or more strings together. The next operation is appending. Appending means adding at the end. The operator is plus equal to, addition equal to. Look at the example. S is equal to black. S plus equal to board. The statement S plus equal to board is the short form of S is equal to S plus board. So on the right hand side of this assignment statement, yes, the value of S is black. So black plus board. Here plus is the concatenation operation. So black plus board will join the two strings together and make it into one string, blackboard. And that value will be now assigned to the string S, to the string object S, which is in the left hand side because of the assignment operator equal to. So now the value of S will be the concatenated string blackboard. Therefore, print S will give the output blackboard. Appending operation is used to add a string at the end of an existing string. So here the string black is the existing string and the another string board is added or appended with it. So that is the meaning of appending. The next operation is repeating. Repeating means multiplying. Actually, we cannot multiply strings. So here, the operator to be used is the asterisk symbol, the multiplication operator, which we use in arithmetic. In this example, S is equal to by. Print S into 3, which means print the string S 3 times. So here 3 denotes the number of times the string has to be repeated. So here the multiplication is nothing but repeating. So the output of this print statement is by. So the string is printed 3 times. So the use of the repeating operation is to display a string multiple number of times. The next operation is slicing or string slicing. Slicing means taking out a portion of the string. The slicing operator is the square brackets. So here I have taken the value of S as bicycle, the string bicycle. So how that string will be stored in memory? So it will be stored in an array in this manner. Each character will be in one memory location. And you can see the positive subscripts or indexes from 0 to 6. Now suppose I want to slice the substring cycle from the main string bicycle. Bicycle is the main string, and from this string I want to slice out the substring cycle. So you have to use the slicing operator now. So I will take a print statement, and within the print statement first you have to write the name of the string object from which you want to slice. So here the name of the string object is yes. The variable is yes. And then use the slicing operator square brackets, and within the square brackets you have to place a colon. So why we are placing a colon? Because the slicing operation takes two parameters. One parameter is before the colon, which is the start index, and another parameter is after the colon, which is the stop index. Okay, now look at the substring cycle in the main string bicycle. Cycle, that substring starts from the index position 2. So the start index is 2. So here I will fill the print statement, that is I will fill the sizing operator with the start index as 2. And the stop index where the substring ends is 6. The index is 6. So here in the slicing operation, in the place of the stop index, I have to give 7. So you will be wondering why I am giving 7. So you have to recall that Python always takes the stop value as stop minus 1. So if you want to stop till 6, then you have to give the actual value as 7. Then only Python will stop till stop minus 1. That is, it will stop till 6. So that is why here I am giving the stop value as 7. So you have to remember this. It's a very important aspect in Python. So this slicing operation will give the output as cycle, which means I have taken out the substring cycle from the main string bicycle. So here since the stop value is up to the last character of the string, you can omit the stop value also. So the default value, stop value of stop is the end of the string. So by omitting the stop value, Python will take the substring, slice up to the end of the string. The slicing operation is used to display a substring of the main string. So I will show you another example. Now I want to slice the substring by from the main string bicycle. So let me write the print statement. Within the print statement, you write the name of the string object, yes. Then take the slicing operator, which is the square brackets. Within the square brackets, place the colon, and before the colon you have to give the start index value, and after the colon the stop index value. So look at the substring bi. The start index is 0. So the start value is 0 in the print statement. And then the stop value, the stop index value is 1. So here you have to place 2. The stop value must be 2, because only then Python will stop till stop minus 1. So this slicing operation will give the output bi. Since the default value of start index is 0, even you can omit the start value, that 0 you can omit. Then also the same slicing will take place. That is, by default, Python will start slicing from 0. I will show you another example where now I'm going to slice from the middle of the string bicycle. So let me again write the print statement. Take the string object S and then the slicing operator with the colon, and before the colon you place the start index value, and after the colon the stop index value. Now look at your substring CYC. In that the start index is 2. So here you put 2 in the place of the start index value, and the stop index is 4. So here you should put 5. So the output of this print will be CYC. So next we will now move on to the next operation, which is the stride when slicing operation. Stride when slicing. Stride means stepping. So taking out a portion of the string by stepping or jumping. The operator is same as the slicing operator, the square brackets. So we will see an example. Now S is equal to bicycle. So in this, suppose I want to slice out B and then Y and then E. So we will write the print statement now. Take the print statement. Within the print, take the string object S and then take the slicing operator, square brackets. Now when you want to do stride when slicing, there should be 3 parameters inside the slicing operator. So I have to place 2 colons. The first parameter will be the start index value. The middle parameter is the stop index value. And the third parameter is the stride value. Now look at the substring which you want to slice out. The start index of that is 0 because you want to slice out B, the character B, which is in the 0 location. So the start value is 0. The stop value, the value of index value of E is 6. So in the place of stop, you have to give 7. And how to find out the stride value? After B, you want to take out Y. So you see the distance between B and Y. It is 3. And the distance between Y and E is also 3. So here 3 is the stepping or jumping value. That is the stride value. So here in the place of stride, you give 3. So now this print statement will give the output BYE. So here the start value is 0 and the stop value is 7, which are the default values. So default values can be omitted if you want. So what is the meaning of stride when slicing? This operation is used to display a substring of the main string by striding. Striding means jumping or stepping. So in this example, what you saw now, we are striding in the forward direction. We can also stride in the backward direction. So suppose I want to stride in the reverse direction. The stride value must be negative. And not only that, you should use the negative subscripts or negative indexes for slicing. So I will write the print statement now. Within the print statement, you take the string object S and then the slicing operator, square brackets. And within the slicing operator, now you have to place 2 colons so that you can fill 3 parameters. What are the 3 parameters? The first one is the start index value, middle one is the stop index value, and the third one is the stride value. Since you want to stride in the reverse direction, you should give the start and stop values by looking at the negative indexes. So the characters which you want to slice are E, Y and B in the reverse direction, E, Y, B. So the negative index of E is -1. So here in the start index value, you give -1. And the stop value, that is the negative index of the character B, is -7. So you have to give the stop value as -8. And the stride value is -3. Because we are striding in the reverse direction, the stride is negative, -3. So this print statement will give the output as EYB. Here for the string S, -1 and -8, that is the start and stop values in the negative indexes are the default values. They can be omitted. And suppose the stride, negative stride is -1. Means you are reversing each and every character in the string. So if I put -1 here for the stride and the start and stop are -1 and -8, I will get the output as ELCYCIB. That is the string bicycle is completely reversed. So here I can omit the start and stop values because they are having the default values. So when you look at this, the syntax for reversing the entire string is like this. You have to write the name of the string, yes, here it is yes, and within square brackets, colon, -1. So when you give this syntax in a print statement, you will get the reversed string. Look at this problem. This is a book back exercise. str1 is equal to school. Print str1 into 3. Here this asterisk is the repeating operator. So what will be the output? School, school, school is repeated 3 times. The next problem. Here str1 has the string welcome. str2 is equal to school. str3 is equal to. So there is a calculation here. And you can see there are 2 operands with the plus operator in between. So this is not normal addition, it is concatenation because we are dealing with strings now. So now to calculate the value of str3, I have to calculate the 2 operands. So first I will calculate str1 square bracket colon 2. For that you take the string str1 and look at the indexes of this string welcome. So here str1 square brackets is the slicing operator, and within the slicing operator you are having 2 parameters, start and stop index. The start index is omitted. That means it is 0. You have to take the default value 0. And the stop value is 2. So the actual stop value is 2. That means Here you have to take the index as 1 because there it is 2. In the statement it is 2. So in the array you should take as 1. So here the slicing operation is taking place of str1 from the index 0 to 1. So what are the characters which are coming inside 0 to 1? They are W and E. And now I will move on to the second operand, str2 within square bracket len of str2 minus 2 colon. Okay, for this you take str2. So here str2 square brackets is the slicing operator, and within the slicing operator there are two parameters, start colon stop. Look at the start. It's an expression len of str2 minus 2. So we have to calculate that expression first. Len is a function which will give the number of characters in that string. Len of str2 will count the number of characters in str2. So look at str2. In str2 the string to school is stored. So you have to count the number of characters in this string. T, O, space, S, C, H, O, O, L. There are totally 9 characters in str2. Therefore, len of str2 is 9. 9 minus 2. That is the expression of the start index value. So 9 minus 2 is 7. So the value of start index is 7 colon, and the stop value is omitted here. So when the stop value is not given, you have to take the default value, which is the end of the string, that is the last index in the array. So here in the array str2, the start index will be 7 and the stop will be 8. Therefore, this slicing operation will slice out the characters OL from the string str2. So now we are ready to calculate the value of str3. str3 is equal to WE, because it is the result of the first operand, plus OL, which is the result of the second operand. Now the concatenation operator in between will join these two strings together and make it as WEOL. So that is stored in str3. So the next statement, print str3, will give the output as WEOL. Another book back question is to write a program to print the following string pattern. So in this pattern, you can see that the string is computer. So I have taken a string object S and stored the string computer in it. S is equal to computer. Now, by using the slicing operation, I am going to write print statements to print each row of the given output. So first I have to print the entire string computer. For that, first I will write the print statement. Print, and then you have to give the name of the string object yes, and within square brackets, that is a slicing operator, and the colon. Now we have to fill the start index value and the stop index value. So to print the entire string computer, the start index will be 0. So here fill 0. And the stop index here in the array it is 7. But in the slicing operation you have to give as 8. So this print statement will print the first row computer of the given output. Now to print the second row, here you can see the character R is omitted. So you have to print compute. So for that, the start index is 0 and the stop, by looking at the array, it is 6, but here you have to fill as 7. So like this, I will go on writing the print statements for each of the rows of the output. So next, for the next output, the start will be 0 and the stop should be 6. Similarly, to get the next output in the print statement, in the slicing operation, the start must be 0 and the stop must be 5. Similarly, to print COMP, the start index must be 0 and the stop index must be 4. And next, to print COM, the start index must be 0 and the stop index must be 3 in the slicing operation. And to print CO, the start index must be 0 and the stop must be 2. And finally, to print the first character of this string, that is C, the start index must be 0 and the stop must be 1. Then only Python will print till stop minus 1. Look at all these print statements. They differ only in the second parameter, that is the stop index value of the slicing operation. So the second parameter is taking the values 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you should not write so many print statements. Instead, you should write only one print statement. Because all these actions, all these print statements are similar. You should write one print statement and place it within a loop. What is a loop? A loop is an iterative control structure which is used to execute an action a multiple number of times. So the action here is the print statement which is executed multiple number of times. So you have to take a loop and place only one print statement within that loop. So here I am going to take the for loop with the range function for I in range and place the print statement within this for loop. So first let me fill the parameters of the range function. Recall that the range function has 3 parameters: start, stop and step. Now to fill these 3 parameters, you look at the values in the print statements 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you want your range function to generate these values. So the starting value is 8. So here in the range function, you fill the start value as 8. The last value is 1. In the print it is 1. So here in the stop you have to give as 0. And the step value should be negative because here you are generating numbers in the descending order, decreasing order. So the step must be -1. So this range function, range 8, 0, -1 will generate the values 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And these are the values which is taken by the counter variable I. So in the print statement, print yes within square bracket 0 colon, and for the stop index value, you should give the counter variable I, because I takes the values 87654321. So instead of all these print statements, I should write only one print statement, but it should be within a loop. Here I have taken the for loop. So this is the program to print the given string pattern. There are other string patterns also like this. So you take any string pattern, you can use this model to generate the output. Only you have to change the values of the range function. You have to give the parameters start, stop and step values correctly in order to generate the desired string pattern. So this brings us to the end of the session. So in this session, you learned 5 string operations in Python. And also I discussed some problems which are from the book back exercise. Thanks for watching, children.